Hello, I'm Paul Douglas. In this video we're going to continue looking at Bias FX and we're going to move on to making our own preset. So to make a start on your own preset, what I would do is pick an existing preset, preferably without much in it, and we can start hacking away to our heart's content. So this one's the default crunch preset. Let's get rid of all the effects and we'll start as empty as possible. So several ways you can do that. You can either hover the mouse over it, click on the red cross, and that'll get rid of it, or you can just drag it and it'll get rid of it. Not up, down. There we go. Yeah. So all we have here is this single amplifier. Let's have a listen what that sounds like, just that amp on its own. Now obviously you can change any of the parameters using the knobs on the amp. So if we turn the gain right up, a bit gainier. If we turn it back down a bit, let's turn it down to about, I don't know, 3 o'clock-ish. You can tell that makes a considerable difference. So I'm going to turn it up to where about, let's have it there, 8. Lovely. Okay, so we have an amplifier setup. If you want to choose a different amp, right click on the amp itself here and click replace. And what will appear then is a list of amplifiers that you can select. Your list may look slightly different than mine if you don't have the professional version. The standard version works exactly the same, it just has fewer amps to choose from. So, and you can see they're categorized on the left hand side here. So you've got crunch, high gain, you've got some bass amps there, which is quite nice for playing bass through acoustic. So let's pick something, I don't know, let's pick that 92 tread plate there, and that's going to be a bit more high gain. There you go. I'm going to switch back to one of those crunch amplifiers for the purposes of this tutorial. So let's let's pick that 69 plexiglass, which I think was the one we were using before. Ooh. There we go. Missed the first time then. The other bit of the amp configuration that you can change is the cabinet. So we have the head here. You see these two little menu options you can choose here. If I click on cab there, so what we have is a cabinet with a microphone in front of it, and this is used for positioning how close the microphone you want to position it to the speaker. So we can move the microphone around like this. We can move it. If I just I don't know if you can hear any difference in the sound there. So we can move it left to right. We can move it up and down on this screen. On this screen we can actually move it closer to the speaker and further away from the speaker. Just by dragging it. Can also change the gain, the actual gain that the microphone goes into, effectively like it was plugged into a mixer or a PA. One other thing you can do is change the microphone type. So instead of the ubiquitous SM57, we could change over to a model of a C414 there. So put it back to SM57 for now. And finally, you've got a load of different cabinet models you can choose from here. So from none whatsoever, you might want to use no cabinet model if you were running this into a separate impulse response loader and you were using a cabinet loaded into there. But you can see there's loads of different types here, from 1x12s, 4x12s, etc. just pick another one. It's a 4x12 green 25S there. I'm going to pick that one, see what sort of difference in sound it makes. So you can see there's a definite difference in sound there. Let's go back to the one we were using, which would involve me remembering which one it was, wouldn't it? But so that's pretty much all the amplifier configuration that you can do in Bias FX. Let's move on to looking at effects. Very simple, very similar to how we were changing the amplifier. We have this Add Effects button here. You click that plus sign, and here we are. A load of effects we can add, all categorized on the left-hand side again. So we got gate, compression, boost drive, EQ, modulation, delay, and reverb there. So let's add a reverb pedal, shall we? So this looks like it's modeled off a Boss reverb pedal, possibly an RV5 or RV6. Again, you click on it, you get the controls for the pedal. You can click back to the amp, you'll get the controls for the amp. You can change all this, and any changes you make once you click save will be saved with your preset. So you can hear now. Yep, there's some reverb, which let's change the type. Just yep, that definitely makes a difference. Much less there. If we go to a plate reverb. Yeah, that's rather nice. And we can add as many of these as we want. Let's pick a tube screamer like pedal, shall we? So again, you can drag these to exactly where you want to position them. So that's where I would always put a tube screamer pedal before the amplifier. But you know, you can move these around if you want. Put them in whatever position in the signal chain you wish. So you can hear now, if I select that, you can turn these pedals on and off, as well as using that the green power button there. You can also drag them in and out of the signal chain like that, and you can also use the LED. So actually click on the LED will turn it on and off. So without the tube screamer, with the tube screamer, you can see that makes quite a bit of difference to the tone there. So now we have our preset set up. We want to save it. If you look at this button with the down arrow on it, you will probably want to click Save As, because you don't want to overwrite the one that you based this off. So if I just select a name there, save it in bank 1. Okay, thank you very much. And now if we have a look here in bank 1, yep, there we go. There's our tutorial 1 preset saved for future use. I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to like and share this video. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Paul Douglas, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.